have it, your APTA National Champions.
Best match of the year.
Brilliant shot.
Incredible stuff. And it's sitting up and he's right there.
Hello and welcome to the APTA Tour. We are live from the Glenview Club in Gulf, Illinois, bringing you the 2023 APTA Chicago Nationals, which is the 13th and last stop on the 2022-23 APTA Tour. Presented by Remedy Plus and sponsored by the APTA membership, the APTA National sponsors Paddle Pro Infusion, and local sponsors Illinois Bone and Joint Institute, Wind Trust, and Viking. I'm Brad Easterbrook alongside Hall of Famer Jerry Viant, bringing you women's quarterfinal action between our number 4 seeds of Morgan and Socorro against our number 5 seeds of Cruz and Rodezno. Jerry, welcome from Australia.
Why, thank you, Brad. And I am looking at the court conditions and what all the players are wearing, and it looks like they're all in the witness protection program. But I can see in the black jacket there, we've got Liz Cruz on the court there with the visor, and she is the director of rackets at the Saddle and Cycle Club in Chicago. So she's got a lot of hometown support there. And I'll wait till the camera goes back onto the players. But it looks like you've got some interesting weather conditions there, Brad.
I mean, it's a lot different than what you're seeing back in Australia. Yeah, it's been a lot of snow squalls today, and it's been basically snowing pretty reasonably hard for the last hour and a half. So the court's definitely going to be slick. The heaters are on. Ball's going to pick up moisture. They will switch balls every 7 games. But in between, it'll definitely affect the play a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. And for me, this is going to be an interesting matchup, between the number 4 and 5 seeds trying to get their spot into the semifinal. Like Cruz and Rodezno, they're not going to hit or spin you off the court like some of the other top players, but they can quietly break down any team. And, Allison Morgan, she's steady, solid, unflappable. So it's Charlotte Socorro who could be the decider in this match.
Yeah, I agree with you,
Jerry. She's got big two-handed backhand, off the deck, and they've switched sides now. She's playing the deuce side to set her up. So, and her roller will be effective. But Cruz and Rodezno know how to dig in, right? They just don't go away. Great mental toughness, great fight, fabulous chemistry. So, I mean, we could be in for a very long nip and tuck match here.
Yeah, I definitely think it's a grab your popcorn and settle in kind of match. It's going to be great. We got our 4 and 5 seeds, and while the players are still getting on the court, we'll take a quick look at the draw and see how the players got here. For Morgan and Socorro, it was actually a tight match that they, had before against, against Besanova and Lopez as we go back. Yeah, they lost the first set. Besanova Lopez, very talented team. And then they won 6-1, 6-3. I'll be honest, it was a test, but it never felt out of control for them. There was never a moment where you thought they were going to lose, right? And Cruz and Rodezno played a very tight match with Bodman and Mittel. And Bodman and Mittel, known for a lot of firepower, actually slowed it down enough, played a very tight match. And Cruz Rodezno in that one decided to stay back for the entire match. So it'll be interesting to see if they do that in this match against Morgan and Socorro. Yeah, they were trying to control the pace. They stayed back entirely and basically lobbed the first ball every time. They played 85% of that match from the backcourt.
Right, Cruz Rodezno, I mean, they'll capitalize on their solid screenplay. You know, they'll take those balls. Both of those players, you know, a lot of their offense comes off of their screenplay, so it'll be interesting to see if the weather conditions on the court will affect that.
With tie breaks. To my left, from Lake Bluff, from Wilmette, Illinois, Liz Cruz and her partner from Monroe, Connecticut, Marcella Redenzo. On my right, from Lake Bluff, Illinois, Allison Morgan and her partner from Chesterbrook, PA, Charlotte Sakura.
All right, so here we're underway. We got Liz Cruz to serve. Oh, a little miscommunication on the first ball. I think Cruz thought Redesno was picking that off. Slides it right through the middle.
That's Allison Morgan returning serve. Allison is the co-director of rackets at the Birchwood Club in Highland Park. And her partner, Charlotte Sakura, in the white jacket. And she's the owner of the Rackets Odyssey paddle and tennis destination camps. Marcella Redesno's on the ad side, on the other end, and she's the director of rackets at the Eastern Racket Club in Connecticut. So all 4 teaching professionals.
Yeah, this is a great matchup between our 4 and 5 seeds. You said it before, this is very tight. This is what you see from Redesno and Cruz. They'll be very disciplined. They don't really speed it up too much. They keep lobbing, wait for the right ball to hit. Pretty much textbook type paddle. Cruz has got a great backhand. She's got a good forehand, but she loves her backhand more. Redesno hits the forehand and the backhand, but likes the forehand a little bit more.
40.
It's going to be an interesting matchup.
I'd be testing that early, Brad. Little slash action on the ball and see if you can get it to, if it's going to hydroplane or skip, at least stay low. That really will change the tactics of the match.
Yeah, and the players have to be aware of that. And I think you're right. That ball did hydroplane a little. It was not a difficult ball. And if it's going to happen that way, you can see the court. There's no dry spots on it at all. It's completely wet out there. Even with heaters going on, it's not keeping up. There's enough snowfall out there.
So Morgan and Sakura, they have played 10 tournaments together this season. So they've got a lot more tournaments together. Actually, they've got, I think, more tournaments under their belt than any other top-ranked team. They won 3 NRTs, the Cleveland Masters and the Midwestern and Birchwood. And Allison Morgan, she's also played another additional 3 tournaments this season with 3 different partners. So she's got a lot of tournament experience under her belt going in.
Yeah, they've had a great season, and they've worked their way up here to be the 4th seed out here at Nationals. They have broken through with 1 huge win against Kiro Medeiros over in Boston, but pretty much haven't beaten the top teams yet. So this will be a good test right here. You know, Cruz Redesno, that's 4 national championships. Redesno's got 1, and Cruz has 3. That's just, like you said, mentally tough team that plays to their strengths and doesn't let the play get away from them. Right now, they're a little sloppy to begin with.
Yeah, I've been waiting for that, you know, breakthrough tournament for Morgan and Sakura, and by making that adjustment, I think by switching sides, putting Sakura onto the deuce side was a big help. But my question is, to your point, can they win back-to-back matches against higher-ranked teams? That's the question.
Well, there are only a few teams higher ranked than them at this point, and we haven't even seen Cruz and Redesno win a point yet. So they got to get their motor going a little bit here.
Yeah, I mean, they did not have a walk in the park match prior to this. Bodmin Middle really dialed it back and made them play.
They did, and the style they chose to play, Redesno and Cruz, you know, was labor intensive. You know, they stayed back the whole time, took the return to play out, right now it seems like they just got no energy.
Love 30.
Wow. Sakura just made that little chip forehand cross court. Low percentage.
Yeah, she just flipped it over there for a clean winner. Wow. Just
Yeah, they look flat.
a little flat. I mean, it's almost like a set full of errors for a team like Cruz and Redesno right here in these first 3 games. And that's 12 points in a row, by the way. Not that we're counting, and that's 13 points in a row. That serve was long. And,
Game, Morgan.
or whatever, that's 12 points in a row now, sorry. You know, so it's 3-love now for Morgan Sakura. I thought this was going to be a battle from the get-go. We haven't seen Cruz Redesno even show up here yet, Jerry.
Yeah. It's going to be a little bit of a step into my office in a minute conversation, I expect. Tough. Just sometimes it is tough, you know. They haven't been playing a lot of tournaments in the snow. It is nationals. They, you know, it was a little bit of a mental battle for them before. So give them another game or two, but they can't let Morgan Sakura get too far ahead.
Well, let's just start with the first point, you know, and just playing a really tight one here. Get their first point under their belt. But you're absolutely right.
At the flip side, Morgan Sakura look dialed in, comfortable, relaxed.
Yeah, the strangely dangerous part, and whenever I get up like this in a match, is I always tell my partner, look, we got to keep playing tight here, because Morgan Sakura are winning points, but they're really more getting a lot of free points. Once Cruz Redesno start playing a little better, the free points are going to dry up. And when you're not used to having to win them, it can be actually a little problematic. And there we go.
15-love.
Yeah, it hasn't been points won by an execution of strategy. Drive-by volley by Sakura. She puts herself on the left side of the net.
See, that's a smart play from Sakura there. And teams are starting to pick up on this. You know, one of the things you want to do to Cruz Redesno is start moving Cruz, right? And she just hits a little drop shot there just to get her to start running forward. They hit the hard overhead at the body, get her to run. You'll even see Redesno come all the way from her side on the ad, full up the deuce, you know, wire. There's the hard at the body shot there to go get him. So that's a good play. Hard at the body, freezes her, then goes soft behind her.
Nice touch. But that ball to die to side back screen. You know, a lot of times Cruz Redesno will frustrate their opponents because they just refuse to miss. They just send up nice, deep, high lobs. And they get a lot of unforced errors that way from their opponents.
They lead the first set 4-0.
Tend to go for shots too much, too big, or too hard, and that's where Cruz Redesno generate a lot of their offense off the screen. But right now, it is all Morgan Sakura.
Yeah, but what's interesting is she's not even trying to avoid her backhand. Sakura's got a cannon of a backhand. She's just laying it right in there. Maybe serve it a little wider. I did like the fact that they tried a little, you know, high formation there. There's a miss there from Morgan.
15-all.
But maybe move this serve a little inside. She's just been placing it like kind of right in the wheelhouse for Sakura. Now, you brought it up earlier, Jerry. Why do you think the switch in the backcourt, putting Sakura on the deuce side and Morgan in the ad side, has helped out and you know, allowed for Morgan and Sakura to improve?
You know, Sakura's backhand, two-handed backhand is her weapon. She can lights out dial that shot in. Allison Morgan is, I mean, she does everything well. She's steady, but she doesn't have the big firepower. So by changing that, they really took the pressure off of Sakura trying to force it out of the ad side, and has taken away the safe spot on the court through the middle.
Yeah, I
They
think
seem a lot more
30-15.
relaxed.
I think it's been a huge difference for them, and you're absolutely right. The middle now is not the safe place anymore, whereas that's where people used to go. So it forces them to hit off to the sides, and usually when you go into the sides, you tend to have to hit a little bit harder. And Morgan can actually hit the screen drive really well, you know, but she doesn't so much crush it off the deck. So it actually just works to their strengths a little bit better.
Yeah, except for that shot there, Morgan just let it rip. I think she's more relaxed now too. Morgan, because she is driving a little bit more, I have noticed in the previous tournaments, and I think it's all right. It was a good move. All right, here's Morgan Sakura, a point for a 5-love lead in the first set.
You know, I mentioned earlier to grab your popcorn for this one. I don't even know if the popcorn would be done popping by the time this first set is over. So, like, you know, we'll have to see. You're going to have to get maybe pre-popped popcorn. But they got to wake up a little here. They got to get some energy.
Yeah.
They got to take a timeout, you know, and say, all right, here, let's go. And they're keeping their positive body language.
Yeah.
But
No, I'm surprised. Like I said, I thought there would be a step into my office conversation, and I haven't really seen it yet. They do know, Cruz Rodesno know each other so well. They grew up playing tennis together in Salvador. So it's not like that they don't understand each other as players and as good friends. I think they're just now starting to find their way.
Aye, great drive.
And that's just too good, yeah. And I mean, that's where Morgan can really hurt you. If you hit that ball high off the screen with that backhand. She was obviously very comfortable on the deuce side because that's where she's played most of her matches. And did she make that too?
Wow, that was a great shot right there.
Yep.
Morgan.
And Brad, that's what I'm saying. Now that I've seen her over in the ad side for a couple of tournaments, she is going for more with her forehand drive.
Yeah, I think it's a great point. I mean, they're going to have to figure something out here. But while they're doing that, I believe it's time to talk about one of our sponsors, Jerry. All right, so Paddle Pro, for over 20 years, Paddle Pro has been recognized as an industry leader in platform tennis. The knowledge, expert advice, vast inventory, and ultimate customer service will help any player find the perfect equipment to take your game to the next level. Paddle Pro is the only website to carry all platform tennis brands. For more information, go to www.paddlepro.com.
15 love. Fifteen all.
Because the winner of this match will face the other quarterfinal between Shea Sutter and Anika Nicolescu.
They're playing on our other live streaming court there.
30-15.
Does Morgan Sakura have all the answers right now?
Yeah, but you know, Cruz Rodesno haven't really given them anything to think about. You know, they're getting to play loose and free. Cruz Rodesno are making errors when they're going hard. They haven't really put any type of pressure on with a drive or even consistent lobbing, right? And that's normally their game, consistent lobbing, keeping them off the net, lobbing well, and then when they're off the net, they take a drive and get it at your feet. It's pretty much paddle one-on-one that they do so well. And we haven't seen it yet, so they just haven't shown up yet. And I expect they will by the end of this. It's just a long warm-up for them. And that's how they have to actually look at it. They know they're not playing their top game right now. I mean, that's 4 national championships on that side of the court.
Yep. But they have the mindset, you know, they are grinders. They're going to hang in there. It's
40,
whether
30.
they run out of time or not.
It's that chip forehand from Cruz quite a bit. She does have a semi-western topspin forehand, but on the return, she likes to use it. Wow.
Game, set, Morgan, Sakura, 6.
Come on,
0.
say it. Yep, game set for Morgan Sakura. There's Ron Borgatti saying it as it is. So we'll be right back in just a moment after these messages right here on the APTA YouTube channel presented by eNet Live.
High performance never tasted this good. Chocolate, berries, cinnamon, agave. Fuel your car, then fuel your body with Remedy Plus.
Illinois Bone and Joint Institute is the best choice for orthopedic care. Our walk-in ortho access clinics provide treatment by orthopedic specialists without a trip to the ER. With evening and weekend hours, we provide your family with excellent care when it matters most. Visit ibji.com to find an ortho access immediate care clinic near you.
All right, welcome back to the APTA Tour, where our number 4 seeds of Morgan and Sakura just took the first set, I would have to say shockingly, Jerry, against our number 5 seed, 6 games to love. And, you know, I think at this point, maybe they got to play a couple of points where they try to actually win by, like, hit 100 lobs, play a couple long points, don't miss anything for a minute here. You know, I can't even tell how well Morgan and Sakura are playing. They're just playing well, but it's been just easy for them at this point. And these guys are not typically making any long points, and they usually play long points right and left. Wow, that's a great rip.
15 love. Excuse me, love 15.
Yep.
But
Morgan looks very comfortable. She, like I said before, she's driving more. She's, you know, she's taking her shots when they're there, and I don't see the strategy. Cruz Rodezno, because they're just making so many uncharacteristic, unforced errors.
Yeah,
They've
and
got to settle down and just chip away, like you said.
I think you're right. Strategy isn't even a consideration at this point to me. It's more like just make
Love 30.
50 balls. You know, keep it in play for a bit here.
Yeah, pick out a spot on the court and just aim for it.
Oh, breaks going against them
They're
too.
just
Love
not
40.
getting any breaks, which makes it worse, right? Talk about salt in the wound.
But I think you made a
15-40.
great point before, Jerry, when you were talking about how comfortable Morgan and Sakura are playing now. They're playing free. And you see Morgan's, and you're 100% right when you say she feels more comfortable over there and she's hitting more balls. She definitely is going for more. She missed that one, but
Game, Morgan, Sakura.
they just keep
They
rolling.
lead the second set 1-0. Morgan Sakura won the first set 6-0.
So they'll be changing balls.
Well, it's actually 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, like Ron Borgatti, the umpire, he's doing the math. And they do change every 7 games. He was actually counting it like abacus style. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, change the balls. And there you go. And right now, with that change of ball, maybe it'll be a change of fortunes here for Cruz Rodezno, because, you know, any consideration, that was almost, I didn't keep track because they did win the first 12 points, Morgan and Sakura, before Cruz Rodezno won their first. But, I mean, maybe they won 6 or 7 points in that first set. You know, I'm not even sure.
Yeah, I don't think we were past the 2 hands counting. It was brutally fast.
Get it.
That's a great little soft overhead.
Yeah, Sakura has added that. She's letting that ball drop a little bit lower. Oh, that one got away from her. But she's letting that ball drop lower, and that's allowing her to hit that little push soft block overhead.
Yeah, nice shot.
15 all.
Yeah, I think that's a great shot because Sakura can volley terrifically, and when she's moving backwards, or when anyone for that matter is moving backwards and they're slamming the ball down, there's just no time to get up to net and back in position.
My apologies.
So Cruz Rodesno.
Yep, 30 love here.
In this, up first time in the match.
Yeah, I think you might be ready. It might be the first time in the match they're even up in a single game, right?
Me. You. Get it. You.
Oh, she went for an angle dipper.
Yeah.
40
Tough.
love.
But see, this kind of goes back to what we were talking about, though. Wouldn't you just want him to make 70 balls right now and not go for the angle dipper, right?
And she's such a good lobber. I mean, Rodesno gets so many unforced errors because she's just like a dripping tap in a good way. I mean, she just refuses to go away, and now she's, missing that drive, which was too early, and missing a returner serve. It's still trying to get into the match, and Morgan and Sakura just going about their business.
You can see the court starting to dry up a little bit.
40-30.
You can see a little bit of the steam, and you can see the spots where the court's a little lighter. At this point, I'm kind of searching for answers, too, as to why this is happening. Maybe the dry court will help them out. They got a new ball here. Fault certainly will help them out. At this point, they don't... The only thing that's going to help them is somehow Morgan and Sakura just start making a ton of errors. These guys just got to tighten it up.
Add in.
Oh, that's just a great transition
Game,
ball.
Morgan, Sakura.
And who hit that big drive then, Brad?
That was Morgan's huge drive off the screen.
Yeah,
Just
I mean,
thumped it.
I've seen this elevation from them as a team over the last 2 tournaments.
And that was a perfect design play. You notice when she played it, she stayed back to begin with. She knew the hard return was coming, and that's a great play that a lot of top players use. Stay back on the return. If they hit it hard, you get a screen drive, you use that transition ball.
Love 15.
I don't see the normal energy level that we see from Cruz Rodesno. Cruz is normally non-stop chattering. Come on, come on, come on.
Yeah, and you definitely hear a lot of the, hi, yes, come on, those, the fist pumps, and she definitely has a lot of that in her game. We haven't seen a single one. And
she's a fabulous cheerleader, no matter what.
That's a great shot there from Sakura. But even so, like, there hasn't been a lot to cheer about, right, Jerry? But even so, I expect she could try to use it even as a motivating tool, like, let's go, right?
Yeah.
15-40.
Like now.
Right.
They're taking a moment now. I mean, we haven't seen them talking a lot either, Brad. Interesting, they're going after Sakura's forehand now.
Well, I think if there's a play, that is the play. You know, you definitely want Sakura to have to beat you with the forehand and not the backhand.
Game, Morgan, Sakura.
Yeah, but it's such a
They lead the
scary
second set,
little
3
amount
games
of
to
court to
nothing.
hit into, as you saw there. I mean,
They
Cruz
won
was
the
too
first
far
set
back.
6 games to 0.
I would think they'd want to go into Morgan's screenplay, keep the ball low so she can't attack it, and then just wait for a shorter ball and then slide it in to Sakura.
Yeah, as opposed to ball after ball. Yeah, I
Just-
agree with
yes,
that. Right.
yes.
No, because
Yeah.
you got to play. There's certain overheads that you just can't get in there, right? And so, and it's much easier for the righties to go into that side screen or just push it low and deep through. And then when you get Sakura sort of cheating or looking in the middle, sneak one in behind her, make her play it. Yeah, that could definitely work. That's a great lob. A good one, keeping them outside of the service box. That's what they normally will do.
And great lob because she had both players moving back to take it. So she caused a little hesitation there. One of the fastest players on tour. Talk about foot speed. Alison Morgan will run anything down.
Yeah, she's extremely quick. I don't know if she was doing a little no-look. She tried a little deft push down the line there. Just caught the net. Or do you think she was trying to go around the outside of the net post? That's what Andre Iverson thinks.
Little shovel shot.
No. Okay.
15-30.
Just struggling.
All right, well, a little chatter there from Cruz. I actually like it. I want to see them actually talk more. Get fired up a little.
Exactly.
30 all.
Look, they know they have to spark it up, but it's got to start from the inside out first.
Add in.
Yeah, she can't buy a shot right now. I mean, that's three tries, 3 misses. Yeah, maybe, like we talked about, just lob it up. Have them win a point with an error from Morgan and Sakura. That's.
But we're not seeing that. I mean, Morgan
and
and Sakura are just dialed in. They're playing deliberate, controlled, well placed, not overhitting. They're not being pressured at all.
No pressure. I mean, that was just four errors. You know, but did they hit a ton of shots with a ton of pressure? They made Cruz move a couple of times, but it's just it's tough. No answers yet. Guesses are off the net. She is really spotting that backhand. She just kind of flips it over, gets Redesno to reach there. Such a good shot from Sakura. Oh.
15 all.
She wanted that shot.
That was a great look. Just didn't execute.
Nice change of pace there from Liz Cruz, kind of right at Sakura's left hip. Looked like that ball may have hydroplaned a little bit too, Brad.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, the snow is back. It was starting to dry up there for a second, but I wouldn't say that's been a factor in the match, though, would you, Jerry?
No. But if I was Cruz and Redesno and got my hands on a lower lob, that would be the first thing I'd be trying to do, is trying to hit with some underspin slash. Oh my God, Sakura just ripped a beautiful backhand down the line.
Absolutely perfect placement. She's hit about 6 or 7 balls around the outside of them, towards the alley, like right near the line. You rarely see that many of those shots. Pretty phenomenal.
30-40.
All right. Point for 5 love now for Morgan Sakura. This is, you know, love and love would be the most, to me, the most shocking. I would have bet any amount of money that would be the score. So it's 6 love, 5 love now. And it gives us a moment.
You're not even getting the popcorn into the microwave.
This is nothing here. But I better get in a quick read for Fusion before this thing is over. So Fusion is a proud partner to the APTA. Fusion curates what's next in branded gear and apparel for your company, your team, or your event. With a team of dedicated industry experts, Fusion curates high-end product selections for customization with your club logo, team name, or corporate identity. And we create a stress-free shopping experience with custom online stores and quick custom ordering to get the gear you need now without any hassle. Visit www.gearbyfusion.com and let Fusion provide you with the gear to fuel your brand. And you know, I got one more read to go, but I don't know if we're going to get it in. This could be the most shocking result to me in the history. Look, we all have good days and bad days out on the paddle court.
Yeah.
But players at this level rarely don't find it for this long. You know, like they usually, everybody can have a bad set. Just tough, and all credit goes to Morgan and Sakura, who certainly didn't give them anything to work with. They didn't go into a pocket where they started making errors and allowed them. They forced, you know, Cruz and Redesno to actually come up with some things they just haven't been able to.
No, 100% agreed. There was no, they can't get themselves going. Cruz and Redesno. It's not what we're used to from them. They're flat. They made more unforced errors, I think, than I've seen them make in a long time. But Morgan and Sakura just look so comfortable and good.
Yeah, no question about it. And, you know, more errors than they made in a long time. This is like, I would say this is like 3 matches worth of errors for Cruz and Redesno. You know,
30-15.
Not, you know, all packaged into this one little 2-set match. But on the flip side, this is going one of 2 ways. It's going to be one of the more shocking things that I've seen in terms of defeat. Or it could be the greatest comeback in the history that I've seen too, Jerry. So,
exactly. I don't think we've seen a quarterfinal like this, and we're at match point.
It is match point. And there it goes, and it ends with an error. And
match, Sakura,
I want to hear the umpire say it.
6-0-6-0.
So once he said it, I believe it now. But, you know, it's a shocking turn of events there, Jerry. Anything you want to add on this, on the match?
Just, you know, congratulations to Morgan and Sakura. I mean, they have definitely put their time in. They've dedicated themselves to improving their game. It's fun to watch their journey. I mean, they don't live in the same state, so they really have to travel to play together. But like I said, they play more tournaments together than any other team this season. And they've worked at the game, and they enjoy traveling and being on the court together, and it really shows. Very, very impressive. For Cruz and Redesno, you know, I feel that the disappointment, it's not, we did not see them play their best, but they are professionals. They love the game. I'm sure they'll be looking back at this tournament and trying to figure out how they can make adjustments. And, you know, they didn't play a lot of tournaments together this year, and I think that may have hurt them. I think the round of 16 took more out of them than they expected. You know, even though it was 7-5, 6-2, Bob and Middle gave them a handful. They mentally had to concentrate, and now Morgan and Sakura will wait for, I don't know what the score is, Ashish Sutter, Anika Nikolescu. Is that match still going?
The match is still going. They're battling it out there. It's highly unlikely that it wouldn't be going. That was a 6-love, 6-love. That was maybe a half hour, Jerry. That's what
I didn't know if they started at the same time or not. I didn't know if one match went on earlier, so.
And, on the plus side for Ron Borgatti, he only had to be up there in the foul weather for a few minutes, so great job by our umpire. And then for us, and for all you viewers out there, tomorrow morning, tune in, Saturday, 10 a.m. We got men's round of 16 action, and then we're going to go on 2 rounds of the men's, and then we're going right to the women's semis, and then men's quarters and women's finals. So it's basically a full day. So if you never got to pop that popcorn today, you can save it for tomorrow, and you can have it all day watching some great paddle throughout the day. So we'll see you, Jerry. That was a pleasure calling that with you, and everybody tune in back tomorrow. Back to the APTA tour. All right.
High performance never tasted this good. Chocolate, berries, cinnamon, agave. Fuel your car, then fuel your body with Remedy Plus.
Illinois Bone and Joint Institute is the best choice for orthopedic care. Our walk-in ortho access clinics provide treatment by orthopedic specialists without a trip to the ER. With evening and weekend hours, we provide your family with excellent care when it matters most. Visit ibji.com to find an ortho access immediate care clinic near you.